Today we're going to go over a breakdown on the new Kingdom Rush 5 trailer. So as we move into the first part of the trailer, we see kind of a CGI, a little bit of an animated series of the archers, the wizards, and of course the barracks. As we go into our next slide, we're going to see kind of a comparison between what it was during the first Kingdom Rush game, and kind of new leaks that the paladins and the archers have in this new game. So one of them has hawks, one of them has a commander, etc, etc. As we get more into the trailer now, we see different kind of CGI enemies, as well as a return of two different heroes joining up, which I think is going to be the more concept of this game, where instead of one hero, you're going to have two heroes and kind of two different sides of a coin kind of working together. Kind of new concept, not going to lie. So as we go into the next part, we see a common enemy from the first game return as a playable kind of tower, which is the Rocket Rider. And as we move down closer into the next start, we kind of go into a little bit of one of the maps. So you have kind of towers old and new, but also enemies, as well as a Guardian Forest kind of in the middle, which I assume you might be able to unlock these heroes by playing their designated missions. I'm not sure, kind of like the first game. So on to the next, we have different more enemies, but we see also return of different towers, like the Arcane Wizard, new enemy towers as well too. As we move on to the next one, we continue to see new towers, but also the concept of bringing two heroes into battle. So as we go through each of the heroes, I'm going to slow this down just a little bit. Most of them have two heroes, kind of similar to the last game, but mostly we're kind of dealing with some sort of cult. Short, whatever that may be. As we keep going, we see different towers and such, but also kind of the same kind of 5 system tower that we had in the previous game, but now with more towers, hopefully more free to play and not necessarily paid for, but different towers like archers, paladins, and different stuff like that from both factions, as well as returning towers like the Necromancer, which will probably have new core concepts in this game as well too. So as we move down, we see different enemy types, different types of towers and heroes as well too. And as we see different towers as dwarves as well, right? As we move into the next part, we see different kind of bosses, so kind of bosses charging and such that we might have to face against in this game. Also different abilities that kind of have a new spin in this new game. So that's kind of the more trailer breakdown, where it's kind of the concept of combining two things and into making it into one. Hope you had a good read, and take care. See if I miss anything.